Good morning. This is my breakfast this morning. I have a cup of oatmeal that was made. I found it in the fridge and I need to get rid of it, so I'm more than happy to do that. I've got so far like a half of an apple. This is a huge apple, so I don't know if I'll just save the rest of it for later. I've got that cut up in here and some scoopable apple pie because I made a humongous amount. And so I've got about a half a cup of that in there. I've got 1 tablespoon of flaxseed meal and then some of this plant protein milk here. And so I'll put the points up on the screen. All right, here's my lunch today. I have a slice of homemade bread, homemade wheat bread, which is really awesome. And that is 4 points. I know it's higher, but it's really good. So I just have like 1 slice. I've got 2 eggs, 0 points, and then my 0-point G-bomb soup with a half of a tablespoon of hemp seeds sprinkled on the top. And I will put the amounts on the screen. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, and it's a little bit of a hectic day already. Just watching my kids outside because they have not been treating each other well this morning. Anyway, last night for dinner, I made dinner for my family, but I really wasn't too hungry, so I did make them some homemade cornbread, and I made them some flounder fish fillets in the oven, which I cooked, and that was part of my pantry purge because those flounder fillets have been in my freezer forever, and they're still good and everything. I just, I had to bread them and cook them, and they came out really well. My family loved them. The kids loved them. But all I had for dinner last night was cornbread, a piece of cornbread, and then I was a little hungrier later, and so I just had an Olay wrap with like a teaspoon of regular peanut butter and a banana in it, and then that's what I had for dinner, and that just really filled me up. So that's what it was. And I still ended up yesterday with like only 2 points left over or something, so I am getting my points in. But this morning I'm gonna have a smoothie, and it's kind of late in the afternoon. Oh, it's almost afternoon. I just have not been eating early these days, and I guess I've been intermittent fasting by default, so it's like I don't mean to, but I don't eat until like 11 or 11:30 sometimes, and then when that happens, you may notice that I don't have like a lunch or a dinner in the rest of my day, and that's just because I'm not hungry again until later, and I'll have like dinner, right? So lunch and dinner together. Today's probably a dinner day later, so I'll show you what I'm going to have in my smoothie. So this is what I'm basing it off of. I'm basing it off of this recipe here. It's like strawberry pomegranate, a smoothie, but I didn't have a peach and I don't have any more grapes, so I had to make a few adjustments. So instead of the peach, I'm going to use a mango, and I've cut my mango up, and instead of grapes, I just don't have grapes, I guess. Anyway, this is what I've got. I've got the juice on pomegranate. I actually squeezed all the juice out. I blended it with the seeds, and then I squeezed it out because I didn't want the seeds in it. I've got a little piece of turmeric, a little piece of ginger. I've got a celery stalk that's cut up. I'm going to put an apple cut up in it. Here's my frozen banana. I'm going to put that in there too. About 6 or 7 strawberries. There's my mango cut up. And then I'll probably use this whole bag of spinach that I have here, either that or 2 cups of it. And that's all going into the blender with a little ice and water to make it smooth. All right, so I've got everything in here, and I added a tablespoon of flaxseed meal because, and I might be doing this to my smoothies from now on, not only is it going to help satiate me and it's going to help balance out my blood sugar, but it's also, flaxseed meal is really good for helping to keep your estrogen down. So if you don't want to overproduce your estrogen, it kind of really helps with your hormones. So I will be adding it probably to my smoothies from now on. All right, guys, this one I have to recommend. This one is so delicious and so good. I did add a few stevia drops, but I mean, it is really super tasty. All right, for dinner I have a 3-ounce patty with some veggies, and instead of a bun I have Boston lettuce and a pickle, and my G-bomb soup, which is 0 except for the hemp seeds on top. Morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, and I think I'm going to end this video just so I can get it edited and get it up and out there so I can start a new one today. Today was a 20,000 step day, and I didn't get up early. I stayed in bed, and so I didn't do a 5K this morning. But yesterday, I made it to 20,000 steps, and it was not a 20,000 step day. So I actually thought about, okay, I did 20,000 yesterday, so why don't I just take it easy today? And I thought, I think that's the kind of thinking that is going to get me to start bargaining for less on myself. So I'm going to keep it at a 20,000 day. Even though I didn't get a head start, even though I've already started the day behind, I can do this. So I'm going to make it my goal to get those 20,000 in today, and do what I can to do that. So anyway, that's that. I wanted to check in as far as now, I was looking at, hang on, because I want to double check this. Okay, so I wanted to check my apps on my phone, my Weight Watchers app and my iTrack Bites app, because I started iTrack Bites before I signed up with Weight Watchers last year. So it kind of gives me the trend of where my weight was ever since toward the beginning of last year. So I believe I started in March with iTrack Bites, and since then I had taken off 17 pounds. But I can see as the time went on, when I started Freestyle, which I love Freestyle, but I really haven't had the same type of progress that I did have when I had Smartpoints. And I know people are saying, oh, give it time, and the thing is that I just, I don't know. I just don't know if I love the free beans and the, free eggs and different things like that. But at the same time, what I did with yesterday's menu that I had was, I ended up having a few points left over. I think I had 4 points left over on Freestyle. But just out of curiosity, I inputted the same thing into my iTrack Bites, which counts like Smartpoints. And so I didn't fare the same way. And I'm thinking, okay, this could be why, my progress is a little, I'm not all hung up on it. Really, I feel like I have enough energy to exercise. I have enough energy to do the things that I'm doing. Plus, I'm upping my exercise. I know that my body's going to go through a bit of adjustment period, and that's okay. But I want to make sure that I've got my nutrition dialed in properly. So I think what I'm going to do out of curiosity is I'm wondering if maybe this week I input using the iTrack Bites application. I'm going to input everything. That includes fruit, that includes beans, that includes eggs, that includes everything that would be free on the Freestyle program. I'm actually going to count the points for it and see where I'm at. What I'm afraid of, I'll tell you what my concern is. My number one concern is not that I lose weight or don't lose weight. My number one concern, because I'm on a fitness journey, is that I'm not going to have enough, I guess, to burn to really fuel the type of workout that I'm starting to do. And I want to make sure that it's an explosive workout. I want to make sure that it is a great workout. And I don't want to run low on that. And then usually when I'm done, I can get pretty hungry after a good workout. And it would be nice to have those free foods. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to be like, oh man, I really can't feed this, and then end up going into some sort of splurge because now I'm in this massive deficit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's my number one concern, is that I'm affected that way, where I don't actually feel like I'm having enough food. But I'm interested to see how this fares as well. So I think I might do that this next week. If you would like to see me do that, let me know, because I mean, I may do it anyway, but I'd like to know how many people are interested in seeing what kind of effect that's going to have on my weight loss journey, on my fitness goals, and the whole thing. And rather than doing freestyle, just doing the Smartpoints and seeing what kind of a difference that makes. Anyway, I wanted to touch base with you on that. And then I had a great workout at the gym yesterday. Did weights, did running, did lots of running, did just really had a good time. And that's about it, except I just wanted to let you know that I am kicking around the idea of going quite a bit lighter on my hair for the next season. So we'll see what that means. That also probably means if I process it, it's probably going to need a haircut. And I don't want to go a lot. I'm trying to grow it out, and it seems like every time I go in for a trim somewhere, they're just like, they hack it all to pieces and it gets like super short, and that's not what I want. But so let's hope I get somebody who can give me what I want and talk to me about where to go next. So anyway, we'll see. If I get in tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. If not, maybe this week sometime. So anyway, I just want to let you know what's going on. I love you guys, and I will see you today in another vlog. Bye.